Guys, let me ask you this. Is it safe to say that Deontay Wilder is back? Man, this dude comes out here, and I guess he just doesn't believe in carrying guys. He just doesn't believe in taking it easy. Doesn't believe in working any more than he needs to. And you're watching this fight, and just when you think the first round has all the hallmarks of being a feeling out round, he goes out there and lands an absolutely jaw-dropping right hand. Coming off 3 fights and 2 losses to Tyson Fury, a trilogy in which he absorbed a lot of punishment. And he basically just picks up right where he left off. Goes out there and lands a shot that reminds everyone of who he is. And when he landed it, I didn't even see it at first. It was so smooth, so quick, no wind up on it at all. Didn't even turn his hip into it. It was the definition of an arm punch. But that just goes to show you 2 things. Number 1, Deontay Wilder is a true puncher. I mean, he is truly one of the most devastating punchers to ever put on a pair of gloves. And number 2, it's the punches you don't see that hurt you. People have said it time and time again. I've mentioned it multiple times on the channel. It's the ones that you don't see. It's the punches you don't expect that do the most damage. We saw Helenius. He was just stepping in there. He was trying to back Wilder up against the ropes towards the end of the round. So he also had some of the force and some of his momentum that was coming in behind it. But you could just see by the way that sequence unfolded, the look on his face, he did not see that punch coming at all. He didn't even flinch, didn't make any kind of a defensive movement as it was coming at him. He just ate that thing full force, and it completely turned his lights out. Now look, in all honesty, before the bell rang on this one, I had a few questions. One of them was because of how light Wilder was. I mean, 214 pounds. He stepped into the ring, and he looked kind of skinny, man. He did not look like he did before, but I mean, it's expected. He was 24 pounds lighter. I mean, I made mention in the pre-fight build-up to this one that Wilder was built like a basketball player in a lot of regards. That's what he used to do prior to fighting. He came to boxing late. It was one of the things that it was one of the things that in the build-up to the first fight with Tyson Fury, that Tyson Fury was saying to him, kind of trying to get in his head a little bit, like, you're not even built like a boxer, you're built like a basketball player. And they just really leaned into it, man. Him and his team, they just went out there. They shed 24 pounds. He came into that trilogy fight with Tyson Fury at 238. Comes into this one at 214. That is a conscious decision. That was guaranteed. That was a lot of work in the camp. That was a lot of work after the last fight. And they just said, look, our game is going to be built on speed. It's going to be built on the athleticism. We've got the power no matter what. It's God-given. You can't take that away. He could come in at 170 pounds, and he's going to be able to smoke dudes. And he just showed it. Just goes out there and throws an arm punch and absolutely devastating to a huge man like Robert Helenius. Boy, he's 6'6", 6'7", 253 pounds. Deontay Wilder is going to be able to go out there and knock people out no matter how much he weighs. So my guess is they're looking at it and they're saying, by being lighter, he's going to have better footwork. He's going to have better movement. He's going to be able to get in and out quicker. Should the fight go the distance or at least longer, he's going to have better cardio by not carrying the extra weight. We're not worried about a lack of power. That's typically what people think of when they lose weight, that much weight especially. They think it's going to come with a lack of power. We're not worried about that with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a man who's got dynamite in his right hand no matter how much he weighs. And just to be fair, I'll say this. Prior to that knockout, Wilder had only landed 3 punches. He was using a lot of lateral movement. He was staying on the outside of the ring. Helenius was pressing the action. He had landed a few more shots than Deontay did. Look, I think if Wilder doesn't score the KO there, Helenius probably wins the round. Right? The judges probably give it to him on the scorecards. But of course, that didn't matter. When you've got power like Deontay Wilder has, you change everything in the blink of an eye. We've seen him do it plenty of times before, but every single time he does it, you just got to shake your head a little bit. It's so impressive. But in the post-fight, he mentions 2 names, Usyk and Andy Ruiz. I think Usyk could definitely cause him some trouble. I think Usyk could make it a very good fight. But I think Ruiz gets smoked. I've got no reason to believe that Andy Ruiz is going to go out there and he's going to be able to take that power. And I don't think he's going to be able to find a way to nullify that power, for example, by doing what Tyson Fury did and pushing him back. And we see Wilder go out there and land that right hand on every single person he fights. We've seen him drop so many guys, Fury included. It's just that Fury was able to get back up. Fury was able to do his own damage. I do not see anything like that coming from Andy Ruiz. Usyk, on the other hand, he's crafty, man. He's a southpaw. He's going to be able to do it, go in there and make some things happen. He's very slick. He's fast himself. Knows how to go out there and land his shots. The whole question is, what's going to happen when Wilder lands that right hand? Because you have to believe he's going to land that right hand. Again, he lands it on everyone. So when he lands it on Usyk, what's going to happen? Man, hopefully we get a quick turnaround from the Bronze Bomber on this one. As he mentioned in the post-fight as well, I agree with him. The heavyweight division is more exciting with him in it, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do next and when we're going to see him. Hopefully, we're not waiting too long. So let me know what you guys think. Were you as impressed with this one as I am? Do you think he's going to be able to keep that 214-pound frame and make this work? Do you think he's going to have to bulk back up a little bit? Who should he fight next? Let me know what you guys think.